Hey y'all, hey y'all. Happy Sunday, come on in. About to get started in just a hot second. Selfish gain, make me humble, free from shame. Blessed is the one who follows you. Their steps are right, their heart is true. They dwell in your court, forever near you. Their life reflects your love so clear. Got my heart. I'm be jamming over here by myself. Hey, we're about to get started so I can get off. Hey. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started. That way I won't take up too much time today. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. I don't even know what the date is today. It's the 29th, the last Sunday of this month, March. Wanted to come on real fast, start our talk off. Remember I told y'all last week that we will be talking about the 3 tax codes that has been grandfathered in. The first week we talk about the foundation of life insurance, which is term insurance, traditional whole life, and universal life. We went over all of that. Last week we talked about living benefits. I was telling y'all, if you have a policy, that a life insurance policy that's only focused on death purposes only, you have the wrong policy. Or if you have a policy that they stating that, oh yeah, you have living benefits, but your only living benefits is a cancer rider and a terminal illness, you still have the wrong policy. They're leaving like 90% of the living benefits off. So make sure that you're pulling out your policies. Make sure you're checking your policies. If you have a term policy, check the year and see how many years you have left before that policy is no longer available. Just check and see what all you have. If you have a term policy that doesn't come with living benefits, hey, call me up, because term, traditional whole life, universal life, they all still come with living benefits as well as death benefits. You just have to check your carrier, your provider, and see if it's an A class. If it's not an A class, you probably won't have living benefits as well as death benefits. If you have like a B, C, D classes going down in classes, then I'm sure you don't have living benefits. They're only feeding you death purposes. But y'all, life insurance has been a sacred cash cow for over 100 years. This is how the wealth continues to get wealthy, is by following these tax codes. And I told you there's 3 tax codes that if you follow and you stay under, then you'll be able to accumulate as much cash as well as everybody else. But these 3 tax codes that's for life insurance that we're going to focus on today is going to be Section 72E, Section 7702, and Section 101A. These are 3 important tax codes. Just think of life insurance as your secret garden, your secret success garden. So let's talk about Section 72E first. This tax code right here alone is accumulation. It's going to let you put money into your policies and start letting you accumulate your money tax-free. So Section 72 is for your accumulate your money in your policy into your life insurance policy. And you see where that's going? Tax-free. by following these guidelines. You're telling the insurance company, hey, I want the minimum death benefit attached to me so I can stay under these tax codes, so I can accumulate my money in this policy tax-free. Next code we're going to focus on is this section 7702. So while you're throwing your money into your insurance policy and it's building tax-free, Uncle Sam is not in your pocket. Guess what? A lot of people think that life insurance is only for death purposes, and they think that, you know, by you paying a life insurance policy that you can't tap into your money. Well, that is a lie out of the pits of hell that we need to go ahead and just squash, okay? Because section 7702 is allowing you to access your money into your policy and pull it out tax-free. Everything that we do on here is going to be tax-free. So while we're putting money into this policy, that money is accumulating, it's building up, and just say, hey, life is happening out here. Life is lifing, and you might need some quick cash. Well, you might have an annuity, you might have your 401, you might have ROA, an IRA, and you might have a life insurance policy, but you need some fast money real fast. Which one are you going to borrow out of? Let's think. Which one can I borrow that's not going to tax me, that's not going to penalize me to pull money? I know in a 401k, I know in an IRA, I know in all of that, if I was to pull money out, I am going to be penalized, 10%, probably a little bit more depending on where I'm at. Or guess what? I can go into my insurance portal and just go in there and pull money out of the money that I'm built. You can pull that out tax-free while you're alive. So we got section 72E. This one allows you to accumulate your money into your policy tax-free. Section 7702 allows you to access your money into your policy tax-free. Now, y'all, heaven forbid, if death purposes was to happen, we have another tax code that's going to protect us. But not only protect us, it protects our heirs. So, section 101A, the transfer. So, when, heaven forbid, we passed away, the transfer is now activated. So, when you die, your money is going to blossom and it's going to increase in value. And that money is going to transfer over to your heirs. And guess what? Tax-free. So, once again, if we follow these three tax codes, will be good. And everything is tax-free. So life insurance can actually help you in so many different ways if you will just incorporate these 3 easy tax codes into your life and start just staying under these tax codes and accumulating your tax in your policy. Then you have access to the money. And then guess what? When life does happen, it transfer over to our heirs. Tax free. So y'all, these are the 3 tax codes that a lot of people are following to continue to make money. And it's like building money up like on steroids in your life insurance policy. And that is the only vehicle that Uncle Sam cannot touch. So if you want to keep somebody out of your pocket, start putting money into a life insurance policy. It's where you need to be. Y'all have any questions? Y'all can look this up. If you don't believe me, look up section 72E. Look up section 7702. And they increased the section 7702. They increased that in 2021 for you to accumulate more money into your policy and to transfer over to our heirs if something was to happen to us. So that is today. We didn't talk about the tax codes. I'm going to figure out what we're going to talk about next. I'm feeling like what we're going to talk about next week. But y'all know the fundamentals. Y'all know the foundation of life insurance. It's term, whole life, universal life. You know that life insurance comes with living benefits as well as death benefit. If you have a policy that's focused on death purposes, wrong policy. Make sure it comes with living benefits as well as death benefits, not just cancer policies, not just the terminal illness policies, but all of what we talked about. And then staying under the tax codes. Following these tax codes, keeping Uncle Sam out of your pocket, that's how we do it. So, once again, if you don't know who you're talking to, this is your girl, Mia White with Master Wealth Financial Group. I am out here mastering wealth one family at a time, educating y'all. So, call me, DM me, whatever you got to do, get in contact with me so I can help you. Also, pull out your policies, check them, make sure you're good. If you have not sat with your agent and they just wrote you a policy and that's the last time you heard of them, holla at me. Call me up. I'll look at your policy. But technically, you need to be talking to your agent every year. Every year, you need to be doing your annual review. So, if you're not getting that, I'm here for you. Anyways, I hope y'all have a beautiful Sunday. Thank you for your time. Thank you for allowing me to tell you about these 3 tax codes that are very important. Make sure you look them up and make sure you follow them. And make sure you have a life insurance policy. Once again, do you have life insurance?